Alright, so welcome in, guys. Tonight, we're finally back. I don't know how I missed 2 weeks of playing this, but it feels like it's been forever. We'll be starting a new scenario, and this one is called Wacky Warren. And so this is a scenario that's a little bit different, not your typical one. So this is a park which has much of its footpaths and coasters underground. Oh no. I guess we can just start building stuff above ground. I hate it when too much stuff is underground. It's hard to see. So our objective for this one is to have a monthly income from rides of at least 9,000. And like I said before at the beginning, this one will be probably not too difficult to do since we use that plugin that manages our ride tickets for us, so we don't have to do a lot of micromanaging. But we'll just jump right in here. But let's kind of zoom out and see what's here. There's not too much. It's just a couple pathways underground right now. This goes underground a little bit, but even that's not too crazy. Okay. It's probably be good to put some of these little TV screens in here so people will be happy while they wait. It's always a good thing. Man, it's kind of a bummer that there's so much pathway though. Okay, that just loops around. That splits off, loops around a little bit, and comes back here. Okay, so there's no like big dead ends. That helps. Some of these parks that have a lot of pathway, especially like is existing with already people in the park, it's kind of difficult and frustrating because people get lost really easily. And then you want to like try to corral people together and like close things off, and people will find a way to still get lost and slip through and be on isolated pathways and everything. Transport. Shrubs. What are we at? What do we got right now? 3 gentle, 5 coasters, and none of those. Alright, let's get a few thrill rides first. Let's go maximum funding. See if we can get at least 2 or 3, and then we'll start getting some other stuff in the rotation. So for this scenario, we don't have to worry about the number of guests. We don't have to worry, well, having more guests is good because that'll help with getting our ride income up. Let's move this. If we have it here, then people can visit from 2 sides. Random, I think, because people are... Let's make sure that people are not spending too much on other stuff. Let's check out the food. When I do have that plugin set for ride tickets, it does make it does kind of make them go through cash a little bit faster. So I try to make things like food and shops and stalls be a little bit cheaper so they don't go through money as fast. They'll be paying between $10 and $20 a ride, depending on what it is, and so that's a lot. Okay. We'll just kind of do stuff like this a little bit. We'll just set it down so we're only getting 50 cents profit per item sold. I feel like that's a pretty safe one to set or to go by. Bathroom. Bathrooms are good. Let's... Oops, not pathway. We want this. And we will not charge for that. We did that one already. All right, so we could do... So we got a pretty good chunk here in the park. We're already stretched out this far, so we'll probably try to fill stuff in between where we already have existing pathways. So, let's put... Oh, that's right. Let me do this so we can see better. Okay. Actually, let's put that... I hate that it resets all the time. Maybe that's something that RCT2 can do, is that when you open and close certain windows, it doesn't reset the transparency options. I don't know how many times I have to click those more than once to set it back like that. Okay, Greg says, Alan Wake was made by the guy who did Max Payne, so it's more of that than Silent Hill. Interesting, okay. And, you know, I never played Max Payne either. Some of those games were on consoles that I didn't have when they first came out, and I didn't really follow those games as much, so I never really had like a huge interest in those, and so I've never gone back to try them. So Max Payne is a good... Yeah, I've heard a lot of people enjoy those games. Maybe I might have to check those out at some point. I think I at least have one of them on Xbox due to those free games with gold that they would do. So maybe I'll have to check that out sometime. Okay. Have we got anything yet? What are we working on? I don't know why when you press this button, it kind of shows you half of this screen, but then you can't, like, see other part. I don't know, whatever. And then you click, well, you click here and then it goes to this, which is also a different... Look, you can... They're kind of redundant. Look at this. You have the Research and Development tab under the Build menu, which matches the Research and Development tab or window with this tab. Or you can click on the money icon here to select what type of ride you want to research, which is the same as coming to the money tab and going to this tab, which is kind of conflicting. Look, this is the little, you know, beaker, but this one for the beaker is what this is with the coin, but then the coin is what, I don't know. I digress. Looks like we're going to be getting the Enterprise here any second now. Mini gripes, I don't know, just small little inconsistencies. Not a big deal. I guess one thing that's nice about some of these paths is that I think the people are programmed not to, like, make a mess on the ground or on the pathways when they're underground. So we don't have to worry about them throwing trash there. But speaking of trash, we probably should be throwing some trash cans around down here. Because people will be eating food and then wanting to drop off their garbage pretty soon. Alright, if we look underground, put a couple benches here and there. I don't want to do too many underground, because then you can't really see people. Okay, so that's all that. We'll come over here. But you do need some kind of near the exit to a ride. See, look, there's throw up vomit right there. And this is the one small little space where it's exposed. And then let's grab one of these guys and hold on to him. If any of you guys in chat would like to be a part of the park, let me know. There's a channel point redemption on Twitch. Otherwise, if you're on Rumble or Kick, just throw it in chat and you can be a part of the park. But yeah, let's build the Enterprise. Let's see. We could have this more near the front. What if we came up somehow? Yeah, that's a hard thing. When you're coming up, you almost need to like come up all the way. What if we like came up and around this side? Because they can come up right there really easily. And then they can come down. So let's do something like that. Test it. We'll get a pathway going. I like that they're using more of these other tile type footpaths. They're always like dirt. And I like this paved one as well as these tiled ones. They don't really, you don't see those as the default tile set very often. Oops, not that one. We want to come all the way down here. And then what is it? So we want to do this. How does that line up? Yeah, we can yeah. Let's make a short little loop there, and then that'll give us something to work with a little bit. We can even probably connect down here, so it's not its own little separate dead end loop. Okay, let's get, now that we close the window, let's get our pathway set. And this one, try not to do too many. We already got a color palette. It's kind of fun. I try not to have pathways be too long, because then people will just be preoccupied by staying stuck in a line for too long instead of wandering around. Okay. There's that. It's open. I think this is technically a covered ride, so people would actually go to it during the rain. If your ride is not covered and it rains, people generally will stay away from it until the rain stops. But it looks like it's almost over. Let's see. This would be a good place to kind of come out. So if we come, whoops, we come out anyways, and then let's grab this and put a kiosk here. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're not very far into to our playthrough here. Name a worker. Awesome. All right. What kind of worker do you want to be, Kevin? We got handymen that'll clean up the pathways. We got mechanics that'll fix the rides. We're not doing security guards because we don't need them. And then we've got entertainers, which, if you want to be an entertainer, there's a lot of different costumes. Good to see you. Just got back from Awana. Oh, fun. How's little Kev enjoying that? I'm guessing it's you're going to that for him and not for you, right? But yeah, let me know what worker you'd like to be. He loves it. I meet with a couple other guys, but we rarely get on topic. I feel like that'd be too easy to not stay on topic. Alright. Kevin wants to be an astronaut. Of course he does. And I think I don't know why I never really thought much about it, but I think I understand your username now, Kevin, so. Just saying. I think I figured it out. Okay. So, yeah, so for this scenario, anyone who's new, have just popped in recently. This scenario, we're not trying to get to a certain guest number in the park. What we're trying to do is build enough rides and, well, yeah, have enough guests in the park, but bring our monthly ride income, ticket income, to be at least $9,000. So it sounds like a lot, but I know I do cheat a tiny bit. There's a mod that I use that manages the ride tickets for me, the price, and so it's mostly so that I don't have to worry about micromanaging, because over time, as a ride ages, the price that people are willing to pay to ride the ride actually goes down. So it's nice not having to go back and be checking rides all the time. I can just focus on just the fun of setting up and building the park. So monthly ride income as an acronym is MRI, hoping that income gets nice and magnetic. Oh my gosh. Can always count on DigiDriver to come out with all the puns. That was a good one. Is that programmed into the game? No, so there's it supports mods and stuff, so it's like a certain script or whatever that you have, like a little text file that that you save within a certain folder in your computer that the OpenRCT looks to. And so it'll just run that script or the code itself. So it's not like programmed into the game, but it's separate. There's programming in the game to look for different mods and stuff. So that was a good one, yeah. Okay, there is an ad coming up here in about a minute-ish or so on Twitch. And I think once that starts, we'll try not to like build anything new. We'll just kind of be hanging out. But I think what we need most definitely is the carousel. And we could put something like that here right in the middle. So when people come right into the park, they see it. I feel like that'd be kind of cool. See, Kim says, specifically, I was referencing the fact that characters are not willing to pay top dollar for old ones. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's just, yes, that is programmed into the game. So the ride ticket price is determined mostly by, here, we'll find something here, is mostly determined by the excitement rating, I believe, and then also by like the reliability, I think. So you can go through and you can, this is also a feature of OpenRCT2, you can refurbish a ride, which is nice for like coasters, so you don't have to rebuild them. Flat rides, it's not as big of a deal, you just demolish and rebuild, but you can refurbish a ride and it'll reset the reliability. You just pay a little bit of money, and that will also help boost what they will pay. So Like another famous theme park in California, good plan with the carousel. Yeah, 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 that's right. You gotta have it right out in front so people see it. Okay, so I'm amazed that they went to that detail with the programming. Yeah, if you are curious about different ways of how the game works and things like that, there's a guy on YouTube who he also stream on Twitch, but he's a guy out of the Netherlands called Marcel Vos. If you search him, or if you search Rollercoaster Tycoon, you'll probably find him, and he does a lot of different videos kind of explaining how things work, and he'll go into the nitty-gritty of details that are based on the code and things like that. So if you are curious about how things work, I recommend checking out his channel, and he goes into some really good detail about all sorts of minute macro and micro aspects of the game. Very cool. Did they do that for Rollercoaster Tycoon 2, or is that the first game too? So the way that they did the second game, to my knowledge, is it's pretty much like an expansion. The second game is pretty much taking the first game and then adding a bunch of cool stuff to it, fixing some bugs, adding some new features and things like that. Seen a lot of people that want to sit down from riding a ride that they feel like they're gonna vomit. So let's put a few benches around here. Yeah, so there's a lot of similarities. The art style is basically the same, but they've added some like new skins to certain. They've added different trains for coasters, so they have different basically skins for those. Added a bunch more rides, a bunch of shops and stalls. There's a lot of things like that. So, Rollercoaster Tycoon 3, on the other hand, that is a totally different game. It's also in 3D. I have not played it, but it is a whole different game. Good question. Good question. I guess I never played this game seriously enough. Last time I played, I was probably about 2005. Yeah, I remember playing this a lot, or a fair amount when I was younger. I didn't get very far. I remember playing a lot of the first 5 to 10 scenarios from the first game, but never actually played all the way through it. And then half the time probably not even really knowing officially what was good and what was a good way to do things. And I don't know, but ever since kind of coming back to it and using the OpenRCT2 mod, seeing gameplay from other people of how it's done, because that's one of the first things I saw was a guy who streamed. He still streams. He doesn't do this game anymore, but he went through a good number of the scenarios, and then he'd post them to YouTube, and he was a lot of fun to watch. So if you, I don't know if I was streaming it or not, but if you remember when I was playing on that Rumble server online here, we made the dueling chairlifts that did a little basket weave over water. That came from that guy that I watched. He did that over lava. He was pretty funny, so. Whole new ball game. Digi, you were probably waiting forever to mention that because we're in the baseball playoffs. And speaking of playoffs, the Mariners are doing amazing right now. Just had to sneak that in. It's been a lot of fun to watch. Anyways, thank you, Digi. Now I want to go play it again. Yep, that's how I played. Yeah, if you don't have it, it's on Steam and usually goes on sale. And I would recommend getting the first and second game. And then if you get the OpenRCT2 mod, that is a mod that goes over the second game. And then the options in that allows you to locate the game save of the first game. And it will bring in all the scenarios from the first game into that as well. So you can play all of them seamlessly in one program, one game. So, and I mean, the games, if they're on sale, whatever, they're normally like $5 anyways, but you can get them for like $2-3 each when Steam has a sale, or GOG.com has them. But yeah, definitely recommend them. And just with the few rides that we've done, let's look at where we're at. Ride tickets. Yeah, look at that. We already are at $5,000. We had kind of a rainy April, so that kind of went down a little bit. But yeah, we'll be able to wrap this one up pretty quick. We'll keep playing through and having some fun. So. Hey, Undrafted. I think you might be the first one ever to use the unlurk command. I made that, and I don't think anyone's used it before. That's hilarious. Seamless gameplay could increase. Oh my gosh. Come on, Digi. Man. None of our words are safe here. The undrafted, more like the unlurked. Yeah, exactly. So does that mean you go between drafted and undrafted? I think it's a good idea. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I think I've seen someone else do that, so I was like, yeah, I'll try it, and then I kind of forget about it. So, all right. Now that we've been talking long enough, let's build some other stuff down at this end of the park to encourage people to come down this way. And you know what? Let's put something like that right there. Boom, boom. Only when I'm called upon? I don't know. I didn't come up with the name. Oh, so is there a story behind your name? I've never thought to ask about that until now. I assume that there's something behind how you came up with your name. Okay, that's that. People are coming. Let's get some other things around. People are going to want to be entertained while they wait, want to sit down when they want to vomit. And they'll want to, well, I don't know if they'll want to, but we'll encourage them to throw away their trash in a trash bin. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We're doing good with our staff, so let's get another mechanic, and we'll have 5 handymen. One also interesting thing, so we talked about people not wanting to ride rides when it's raining if they're exposed. I think I forget what percent. If it's half, if it's at least half, or if it's like 70 or 80%. I know Marcel talked about it in one of his videos. If you cover a ride by at least a certain percentage, then people will consider it covered, and they won't be inhibited from riding it when it's rainy. So, okay. All right, so we have that there. That's drawing people this way a little bit. Maybe that'll encourage them to go on the coaster here. Are they walking like all the way down to get to it? They kind of are. Can we change that around? I kind of don't like how this is done. No. Let's see. Can I... Come on, people. Okay. Now they're not coming through. Good. Backstory. Me and my friends used to do a silly podcast. Okay, we'll start something after that. Our friend Juan thought it would be a cool idea to have an underdog theme, telling stories for the people who were considered bench warmers or picked last. So the undrafted is what he came up with. Gotcha. Okay, I wasn't sure if maybe like somehow you were like maybe your job you're in architect design or something like that, and so I'm sort of pun on that. I made a Twitch to promote our podcast, which became more popular than the podcast, so I kept the name. There you go. Are you still friends with the guys? Do you ever do anything with them? Do they play games as well? All right, let me... Actually, I could... No, let's do that here. Right by the front. That way they don't have... If you have the entrance way down here, they have to walk all the way to the front to get into the cab, and then... Or their train car, and then it'll start. But if you let them enter right by the train car, where it's going to go, or where it's staged, then it processes a little bit faster. Test results. All I did was move the entrance. I didn't change anything else. Okay, so let's get this going again. We really don't need anything much longer than that, honestly. So, can we... I'm just getting rid of some of these. Can we just do this? Oops. Get out of here, trees. Oh, we did put that there. All right, no one walk there. Okay. And is this done yet? It is done. All right, now we're open for business again. The line is shorter. Absolutely, we work at the same job and we still play golf together. Oh, fun. We stopped having time for the podcast. One is in a band, and our friend Mason had a kid. Yeah, life just gets busy. Life just kind of gets in the way, doesn't it? Sometimes you're just like, hey, life, can you just take a break? We want to do these other things. No, that's fun though. What instrument does Juan play? That is cool. I love that your picture of the I suppose it's the four of you from your podcast is still like on your page. Now he plays drums. He is really good at any instrument he picks up. He's one of those people. That is cool. Yeah, I play bass. I'm not the most amazing at it, but I have a good time. But I've always wanted to play drums. And so I kind of lived that out when I played drums in Rock Band. That's about as close as I have gotten. Wow, that's $10? How's that $10 but the excitement is that low? Are people actually writing this? What are people thinking? Can't afford. See, that's the bummer. So, Rollercoaster Tycoon 1, they've had, you know, some of these scenarios and this and that of ones like this. And then that kind of makes it difficult for doing, which, I mean, it lets you finish the scenario pretty quickly because you can charge a lot of money for the rides, but not a lot of people, they run out of cash really fast. One good thing they came out with in the second game, like I said, it's kind of like it's almost like a DLC. It's almost like an expansion in and of itself. But one of the stalls that they created was an ATM, and that's hey, look, there's Kevin bumbling around, the little astronaut. Yeah, they added an ATM so that when people run out of money, they can just go get more, and they can stay in the park forever. It's a win-win situation. They almost never want to leave the park unless they're zapped from their energy, or they're like really angry. There he goes. Oh, see, you know why he came over here? It's because we just put in the space rings. Go figure. Yes, that's us. Dale is the other one. He works a different schedule than us, so that's why he wasn't able to keep going either. Ah. Gotcha. Okay. You know, we're still doing really good with money. Let's pay back our loan. Let's get a few more. We're going kind of slow, but that's okay. Yeah. We're doing fine. We're having a good time. We're taking our time. We're on a good pace here. And you know what? Let's do 10. Okay. That way. Hey, look, now you don't know which one's Kevin. No, we can change it so Kevin's the only astronaut. Well, they're like inside of each other there. We'll make him a bandit there. Okay. Man, Kevin, look at you. You're making $55 a month. Man, you're bringing in the big bucks. Oh, man. All right. Okay, so we've done a bit of that. We did a couple gentle rides. Coasters, shops. We'll add those in. All right. Roller coasters. We have this one here, this inverted hairpin coaster. That's this blue one. We have this one down here. I think Classic Mini. That's what this one here. And then we have, there's one more, right? Wasn't there 3? Maybe there's only 2. I thought we saw, where is it? I thought I saw the classic, this like, oh no, that was something else I was looking at. Okay, let's find, side friction one is pretty cool. This classic wooden is good. When I was little and played this, I used to wonder why people would leave the park. I thought, if I lived in a video game world, I would stay at this park forever. Yeah, I just couldn't fathom leaving my amazing theme park. I didn't understand the concept of money or getting tired of riding roller coasters. Yeah. What, you mean people have run out of this thing called money? Then they can't have fun? Say it ain't so. That can't be real. Alright, let's find a fun spot for this. This is one, actually, that I built and saved the design for, so I don't feel bad using it as much because, technically I built it, so it's a custom build. What if we put it, like, back in the back? Okay. And let's get this connected up. Get out of here, trees. And we'll get this going. Okay. All right, that should be good. The testing should be complete. Good to go. And it's not like the most exciting coaster. So hopefully they won't be charging them too much so more people can ride it and not feel like they're spending all of their money. Because I could try to lower the price, but it snaps back to what it should be. It doesn't last very long. So, it's just the way it works. I know I like not seeing the trees, but honestly, once we start building stuff and it's in there, it's nice that there's trees already here. We don't have to plant them, because having it just plain and open without trees looks very empty. So I kind of almost want to redo this line here.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh man, all right. If you insist, Undrafted, if you really want to be disappointed with a terrible joke, we'll do one just for you. You know what? We'll probably do 2, maybe even 3. We'll see. All right, prepare to be disappointed, because it is joke time. All right, so I have to try to figure out which ones I've done. Okay. Anyone? What's wrong with the line? I just generally like having shorter lines, just so people don't have to spend so much time walking through them. And then if it's, wow, there's 3 handymen all going in the same direction. If there's a lot of people in a line waiting for a ride, they'll, you know, that'll take them away from possibly riding other stuff or whatnot. So, so I remember when I first played the game when I was little, I would make the lines almost as long as they could be, because I was like, hey, people are lining up, they'll still want to, I'll just make the line even longer. And people get impatient when they're in the line. Yeah, I mean, if they're out walking around, they're more likely to buy a souvenir, buy food, get in line for something else if they can't get in line for the one they want. So, but anyways, yeah, so, I mean, it's not bad, but then it also takes a little bit longer for them to walk through it to get to the entrance to actually get on the ride. So, that's all. It's not a deal breaker kind of thing, so. All right, anyone can chime in with an answer. Feel free to, I'll give you time to post and let you post your answer to see if you guys can get these questions right. CEO mentality. Yeah, we gotta get those people through the ride. Cha-ching, cha-ching. No. All right, Undrafted and anyone else that wants to answer. How do prisoners call each other? How do prisoners call each other? Give you a second to think about it. I feel like I need to have like Jeopardy music going or something like that after I ask for your answers. Oh man, Kevin got it. Prisoners call each other through cell phones. Get it? Because their prisoners are in a cell. And you use phones to call people? Okay. Alright, that was pretty good. That wasn't too much of an eye roller or Hopefully you didn't sigh too loud or let your eyes roll out of the back of your head. But I have one more for you. How did the Egyptians select the next pharaoh? How did how do the Egyptians select the next pharaoh? I feel like, man, is Digidriver, is he here still? I feel like he would appreciate these. He might not be here. I think he might have left already. I mean, these are like right up his alley for all the little puns that he was saying earlier. How did the Egyptians select the next pharaoh? Actually on here too. The entrance is over here, but I bet we wouldn't be able to, you know what, let's just do that. Alright, can we move the entrance somewhere else? Footpath is in the way. Raise or lower land. What are the odds for that? Why don't we have them come out and go across that instead? Yeah, I like that better. Let's get rid of this pathway. Don't know that one. It was Rondom. Oh, that was pretty clever, Kevin. I like the creativity on that one. I keep shorter lines too, but it has a nice underground thing going on. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I can still figure something out with that. Or Ra, not sure how to spell it. Okay. How did the Egyptians select the next pharaoh? It was a pyramid scheme. Ah, get it? Because they're Egyptians and they have pyramids and pyramid schemes. Yeah. All right. Maybe not as good as the first one, but hey, that was pretty good. I thought of that, but it didn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't quite make sense, but I mean, it kind of does and kind of doesn't. So, but yeah. Man, people stop walking into this line. Why are people walking? Oh, because they're going through. It's connected. I see. All right. We're going to stop that. Just will randomly connect to other things. Okay. So if I want this entrance to be right there, we have to raise that spot where that tree is. So if we do that, is that enough? Maybe. Okay. Entrance. Yes. Okay. We can still have the line underground, but I will just make it a little bit shorter. Could have said they asked their mummies. That is true. I feel like you could go a lot of different directions with answering that joke. You are definitely not wrong with that one. That is true. You get pretty creative. Height mark on the pass. That's at 15. Are we at 15 right here? It's hard to see. Probably. And Draft says, hydrate, thank you. Hydrating is good. Alright, so... No, that's at 5.
Okay.
We can't do that side. Okay. What if... Oh, shoot. I forgot to do the push-ups when Bob was here. Bob's still here. Shoot. Bob, you know what? If you redeem that and I don't do it right away within like 5-10 minutes, you need to remind me. I'm sorry. Now I need to do 2 sets because now Supersonic is here, and it is time to do some push-ups. Those of you who are so athletically inclined can join me in this, but it is time to get our gym on, or whatever you want. I don't know. That wasn't very clever. That wasn't very good. Trying to be punny. Come on, camera. Okay. Been lurking from the start, but was busy. Hey, no worries. No worries. Lurking is totally fine. I appreciate you being here. I lurk a lot in other people's streams as well, and then don't even say anything. So, all right. So we got 30 to do. We got to do 30 push-ups now. So feel free to join me. And yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Whew. And 30. Good job, everybody. Whew. I always get nice and warm after doing that when I'm wearing a sweatshirt, but that is all right. Let's just aim that up a little bit. There we go. Thank you for the redemption there. Did you do them too this time, Kevin? I know you do them sometimes with me. Gotta get some sleep. I'll leave you tabbed up, and I will catch you later. Thanks for the stream. Have a good night. Undrafted, thank you for being here. God bless you. Have a great night. Get some good rest. And yeah, we'll see you again. See you again soon. Take care. And yeah, sure did. Awesome. All right. Oh, you are here. Did you? Nice. Did you hear our jokes? Were you around for our jokes? I know you're kind of on your way out, but have a good night otherwise. And I appreciate you coming by. God bless you and Mrs. Digi. Have a great night. Get some good sleep, and we will see you again soon, hopefully. Not sometimes, every time. Let's go. Oh, man. Look at that. Oh, that's a good line right there. Okay. Man, Kevin is on it. That's what I like to hear. Okay. So these are little lady bird trains. Do they... Ooh, excitement factor, intensity factor. Let's do that. 2 trains of 3 cars. That is fine. How did the interview go? I think the interview went pretty good. There was, of course, there's always a couple things that you look back on. You're like, man, I could have done this or that better. But I think the gist of it went pretty good. I don't know. I was just kind of in a weird funk afterwards, and I was just kind of mopey. So I just had not a great day. And then Mrs. Pickles reminded me to cheer up. And you know, God's got us in control, and God's in control and is taking care of us. And I just know it's kind of coming down to the wire for when my benefits will be finishing up. So, but you know, and then tonight's devotion was all about remembering God's goodness. And man, I felt a little convicted when reading that, to be honest. So, but no, but it was good. So, but now it's just a waiting game for them to go through and interview for the first round all the candidates, and then come back and respond back. And so, which they said could take a couple weeks, which I would rather hear something sooner, but you know what? It is what it is, so. I was upset at myself today, not as much now, but I don't want it to occur again. I dozed off for an hour by mistake on stream. Oh no! Man, I get tired in the evening on my streams, but I've never dozed off. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. When I woke up, I was just raided. I just raided the fish tank and deleted the rerun. It happens. It happens. It's all right. Even if I muted, that would have been better. Hopefully, you weren't snoring too loud. It was one of those. It was just it turned into an ASMR stream. I mean, that's a good way to put it. No worries there. But yeah, God has great timing. He does, and you know that's just something I needed to remember. And yeah, everything will be okay. Sorry, hopefully it went better than you thought, and maybe it was just practice, if anything. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think probably the more annoying thing is that out of the whole 5 months I've been applying, I mean, most of them have been for remote positions, just because I'm not like in the biggest market area, so local stuff there's not as much to choose from. This honestly is the first interview that I've done since looking for a new job, so it's like, okay, well, but in my last position, when I was looking for a new job, I only interviewed for one, and I got that one. So, I mean, really, you only need to interview once to the right place. And so that's what I'm kind of hoping for. So we will see. Let's do another. Ooh, I could put a haunted house. It could be like a haunted swamp house or something. We often read 1 Chronicles 2:9. However, as it is written, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived of what God has prepared for those who love him. Yeah. No, that is good. That's so true. You never know what God has in store, and you just need to put your trust in him, which is so much easier said than done sometimes. But the full context is through verse 13. But God has revealed it to us by his Spirit, the Spirit that searches all things, even the deep things of God. For who among men knows the thoughts of a man except for the man's spirit within him? In the same way, no one knows the thoughts of God except the Spirit of God. We have not received the Spirit of the world, but the Spirit who is from God, that we may understand what God has freely given us. This is what we speak, not in words taught us by human wisdom, but the words taught by the Spirit, expressing spiritual truths in spiritual words. Yeah. That is encouraging. Nice haircut, unless it's the same haircut. No, thank you for noticing. Yeah, I did get my haircut late last week, I think. So I know it was getting a little too long, so I was ready to have a change. So thank you. Let's do green. I'm usually kind of lazy with my haircuts. I wait a while to finally get it done. Some people probably get their hair cut like once a month or something. I do it once every 2 to 3 months just because I don't know. Sometimes I don't mind having it a little long, but I was getting tired of it. And I knew the job interview was coming up. It's like, I need to have better professional looking hair for that, I feel like. So, but thank you. Where are we at here? Ooh, we got almost 8,000 in October. We're getting there. All right, did we get... Oh, we got some more food stalls. Yeah, let's put some food stalls on the other side. We got a few different ones. We got candy apple, seafood. Okay, we'll have to expand our little food court there at some point. But let's do something over here. Let's just make a little loop right here. And we'll do some food. And actually that's fine. That's less than 50 cents. So, since this is a scenario, those of you who are not here at the beginning, for this scenario to complete it, we need to achieve a monthly income from ride tickets of at least $9,000. We're really close, but I want to help that as much as possible. So we are having, we're making sure that our concessions and things like that are not too expensive. So we're only having profit of like 50 cents or less for each item or each stall. So. Oh, I'm really surprised that popcorn is... It's like... Popcorn is so cheap, I feel like it would be cheaper than a caramel apple. Well, that's only 10 cents difference, I guess. Alright. Drinks... Let's... We already have one of those, so let's not do that. Let's do... Burgers is another one. Then we have our seafood. That one's pretty expensive. And then could do another bathroom somewhere. So we have one down there, we have one there. What if we have one right there? It's one thing that people always say, that they need to go to the bathroom, but it's funny because I wouldn't be surprised if usually most of those people are in line for a ride or on a ride. So it's like, well, you're gonna get out of a line to go to the bathroom? Probably not. Probably not. Okay. What have we been researching? It's been kind of slow. Maybe we stopped doing that. Stop doing gentle rides for a little bit. We do have the observation tower. We could have that. Is that kind of the middle of the park? It is pretty much the middle of the park. We could have something even up here if we wanted to. Yeah, why not? How early is too early for Christmas stickers? I like the dramatic pause there. Man, that is a good question. I don't know. There's a couple different schools of thought. It depends on how much you enjoy your Christmas decorations and all that. For us, it's usually after Thanksgiving. But there's other people that they will start, like they might even like be close to putting up Christmas decorations already. Yes, if you live in a snowy climate, you know, I could definitely see waiting until, you know, your first snowfall. That's not a bad way. Not a bad way to go on that. Um, how early is too early for just Christmas decorations, or also for snow? Waking up early, plan event. How late is too late for? Are you talking about just Christmas decorations? You can't really. You can't really. Snow just happens. It's weather. Oh, that's a bump up, isn't it? Okay, we'll have to go up. How early is too early for waking up? Like, just in general? I feel like that's the kind of thing that, like, people wake up early because they have a reason to. Like, work or something like that. I don't know. I feel like that's very subjective on what is, what's going on. And Christmas music, that kind of falls in line with Christmas decorations, I feel like. So, whatever you say for one is good for the other. But, I mean, everyone's taste is a little different. I would recommend Christmas decorations and all that stuff around, like, once Thanksgiving happens. Just so you can enjoy Thanksgiving. Some people just try to rush right into Christmas and they totally skip over that. The last week of August, work already had a Christmas display up. Are you working in retail? Yeah, I mean, I can understand people selling stuff. I mean, I go to Costco and I've seen Christmas decoration or Christmas items up for the last couple weeks. Snow, I prefer no sooner. Oh, just when it happens. No sooner than November 15th. Yeah, it just depends on where you live. I mean, some places you get snow a lot. And you can't really help it. But yeah, I would. Sometimes having it before Thanksgiving is okay, but I don't mind if it waits till after. But I feel like snow usually comes later than you think and then kind of sticks around through January and part of February. For the most part, because technically winter doesn't start until the middle of December anyways. Like still having ice cream, cold desserts. Hey, I mean, you can have ice cream and cold desserts any time of the year. I feel like you don't have to stop. And when to have hot chocolate. Man, you're just full of all the questions tonight, Super Sonic. I mean, I feel like with hot chocolate and all those kinds of things, similar to that, you kind of want them when the weather starts getting cooler, so like fall. Once fall starts kicking in. Alright, what are we working on? Steeplechase. I don't care about steeplechase. Ah! That's probably a coaster, isn't it? No one likes that. No one was asking for that. Pumpkin spice. Probably, like, beginning of October is fine. Apple cider. Any of those kind of fall things. Once it's October, I feel like, or maybe like halfway through September, you can kind of get away with that. I don't know. I don't really drink apple cider as much. But it is pretty good. Where are we at here? Okay. We had a little bit of rain, so I think that's what dropped that. get these TVs here. And you know what? Let's see. We could probably use some more handymen. Remember, if you want to be a handyman or mechanic, whatever staff of the park, let me know. Early Black Friday sales. I mean, they're kind of nice, so not the whole rush isn't just on one day, but I understand that it's kind of annoying when they advertise things super early and they're just commercializing Christmas way too much. Alright, where would we like another... What if we did something over here? We haven't done anything over here for a bit. Oh, look, it's Connor. Connor's here, and she's got hiccups. Oh, no. I wish I could scare you if I could. That always helps Mrs. Pickles. I'll just kind of startle her when she's got hiccups, and she'll get mad at me for a split second, but then she'll be like, oh, hiccups are gone. How are you doing, Connor? Good to see you. Bronson stopped by to say hello. Stores should be closed on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I would agree on that one. People shouldn't be forced to have to work on Thanksgiving. Like at work, close on Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Yeah. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. It's good to be back playing this again. It's been a little while. We missed the last 2 weeks to play this game, so it's fun to be back and hang out with you guys. And it's generally a more of a chill, relaxed stream, so it's always nice to be able to relax with you guys. If only I could ride one of these awesome coasters and scare the hiccups away. Yeah. You just need to watch like one of those videos that has like a jump scare. Or have someone show you a video that has that, not knowing it's there, and then get the jump scare and hopefully let the hiccups go. I would say Bronson can scare you maybe, but he's probably asleep already. Oh. But yeah. How are you guys doing? I didn't get really very much time to talk to Bronson before. I think he dipped out earlier in the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. I feel like this chair is dropping. A little bit, maybe. It likes to, one of these days I'll get a new chair. It likes to just slowly go down. Okay. Oh, does it pause the game when you do this? I did not know it did that. Oh, duh. Because I pressed the space bar. I'm so smart. Like wearing winter clothes instead of shorts and sandals. Hey, I mean, wearing that is depending on where you are in the country and what your weather's like. I think more of a question is like fall or winter themed clothes. That would be different. Is that Canadian Mountie I see? Welcome in, Canadian Mountie. Thank you for being here. How is it going, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, we should, let me try and get some more shout-outs going. It's been a hot minute since I've done some. So, we have, Supersonic, Saved by Grace. Please go check him out. Looks like last he was playing some Clash of Clans. But he also plays a lot of Stardew Valley. So if you are into life sim games and other stuff, please go check him out. Let's see, what else am I missing here? He fell asleep so fast, I'm kind of annoyed about it. You know what? Sometimes I'm like that with Mrs. Pickles. She will say how much it's hard for her to fall asleep or this or that, and you know what? A good amount of the time she falls asleep before I do. And yeah, hey, look at that wheel. There we go. We met the objective. It wasn't a very hard one with the mod we have in place, but we'll keep playing for a while. It's a little too early to be done. And we haven't even gotten the balloon stand yet. So, tonight's goal was to hit $9,000 a month in ride ticket price or ride ticket income. So, we'll put our name in and continue playing. I was showing him shorts I saved to make him laugh, and he was nodding off. Hey, yeah. Mrs. Pickles does that. She showed me some just the other day. How is the theme park business going? It is. It has its ups and downs, but you know, if you ask me, it's been quite thrilling. Anyways, enough of the jokes. It's going good. It's going good. How are you doing tonight, Mountie? It's good to see you. Welcome in. And how's your night? Life is good over here. How's your night going? Our night is going great. We've been having a good time. Had some pretty good discussion and just hanging out and chatting. And yeah, it's been good. How's work been for you now? Because I know that you've had a few changes. You've gotten some hours added to your schedule. So I know your stream schedule changed around a little bit. How's all that going for you? Oh, we got an ad starting here in just a little bit. Light layer of snow. I'd still be wearing sandals. You're a sandals and shorts in snow kind of person, man. I get cold too easily. It does sound cold. Don't have SiriBot? No. I've got Nightbot. But no, I don't use SiriBot. Stardew soon to change. 1 season left and then nothing to do. Hey, you're getting close. You just need a... What was it? We're trying to save up like $1 million in game or something like that. Let's see. Until the update. I'm working on some stream stuff while watching streams. Very fun. Yeah, I'll do that as well. Yeah, teaching is going great. Good. Good. Oh, 10 million. Gotcha. Teaching is going great. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, let me get another shout out going. I did get a few fun things here. So I've made a few commands. I don't think Bronson was around when I tried using this one, because I didn't get a reaction from him. But yeah, I made a few commands for a few people. Some of my regulars that come by and all that. So, and then we also have one We're Canadian Mountie as well. Hey, wow, look at that. That's pretty neat. How neat is that? You guys got your own command. Very cool. The hiccups are picking up. I'm afraid I might have to do the old handstand while sipping a soda trick. I've never heard of that one. I'm getting too old for that. Oh man, that is so cool of you. Yeah, I saw Hermione doing that. Hermione has that on hers, so I was like, you know what, I can do something like that. So, and that was just, I've just done a few of them so far just to try it out, and I'll try to add a few more here and there. Oh my gosh, and look who it is. It is the Book of Gaming. Right on time. No, just joking. Welcome in, Charlie. Thank you so much for bringing your community over. I always appreciate that. If any of you guys don't know me, I'm Fuzzy Pickles, Christian Variety streamer, and we are playing some more Rollercoaster Tycoon. We didn't forget it tonight. We're actually doing it. We're not skipping it like last week. Hola, Senor Charlie. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. How was Final Fantasy? How was Final Fantasy 7? Are you getting ever so closer to getting to the end of that? Let's see. Hope you're doing well. And let's see, we also have Book. I don't know if you saw this, if you were here the other day when I did this or not. I think you were here. But you as a moderator can I'll have to maybe supply you guys with a list of some of these commands. Ooh. But I made a few, testing it out, made a few commands to do like little shout outs. Make it easier. Alright. Oh, Canadian's back. Welcome back, Canadian. Yeah. So thank you so much for the raid, Charlie. I hope you're doing well. Right at the end, probably beating it next time. Hey, that's exciting. And yeah, you are welcome. Let's see. Supersonic says the next game on my radar is probably Fields of Mistra. Was that one that you mentioned? I know the other day you, probably about a couple weeks ago, you mentioned a few games that you were looking forward to. What game is Fields of Mistra? What's that all about? These ads can't keep me down. Good. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. All right. I think I've caught up with everything. Good. Yeah, it's good to have you guys here. That's always fun. We can do a quick little tour of the park. There's some pathways underground. But we had this coaster already here when we came in and started the park. But we have that. There's another coaster down here, and we've built a few other things, and then built this one back here. So there's a lot of pathways that were already here. So we're just kind of building by those to kind of fill out the park, to encourage people to come to the back end. Rollin' Rascal, that's right. Billy Bust Up and Haunted Chuckle. Okay, so that wasn't one of the ones you mentioned. That's right, I remember those three. Went super well. Great discussion of First Samuel, and Final Fantasy VII. Very cool. Friendly reminder if you don't know. Connor, you don't have to say that. But I do appreciate that. If you just happen to have one of your, if you're not using your Amazon Prime subscription thing, whatever, it's always a free subscription to a channel. Anyways, I hate doing self-promotion. Where is that one? Is it not this one? Must be a different one. One of them had a short design. Wow, we still haven't got any more of those. All right, we need to change around what we're researching. We need more thrill rides. Stop with the coasters already. No more coasters. Well, I guess the corkscrew's fine. That's awesome. We're like first thing. Yeah, second one is okay. Just you can't say that about the Bible. No. I know I don't have to. It makes you uncomfy, which is funny for me. There you go. Yeah. That's okay. We do stuff like that, I'm sure, to you when you guys are streaming too. It's always fun. First things are really good. Yeah. Yeah, we actually just finished reading on my personal time, reading through Daniel, so we're just getting into Hosea. Starting to get into some of those prophet books that I feel like I never really have gotten to read very much, so I'm kind of excited for those. That's what friends are for, yeah. Yeah, the minor prophets, yeah. So I feel like you always kind of go through, you know, some of those books prior to that. But I feel like when it gets to like Hosea, Zechariah, Micah, all those ones near the end of the Old Testament, I feel like, at least for me, it's like you kind of skip over those sometimes. Not necessarily intentionally. But, yeah. Fields Mistra is like Stardew, but it has its differences. It can be bought on Steam and played for $14, but it's in its early access, not complete until sometime next year. Minor Prophets, my fave. Awesome. Which one's your favorite, Connor? Alright, corkscrew. Now we can do a few small coasters. Can we fit one of these over an existing pathway somewhere? Doesn't look like it. We can probably turn this. Do something like that. Okay, can test that out. And actually, we can come down like this. Okay. There's that, and we will attach. Let's just make it short. Why not? Let's see. Hollow Knight, I'm too hesitant about. Yeah, I haven't gotten into Hollow Knight either. I don't know if it's necessarily my type of game or not. They have it on Game Pass. I could play it pretty much any time. But it hasn't really piqued my interest, and there's a lot of other stuff on my backlog that I want to play, or just stuff like this that's fun. I really liked Ori, but it came and went. I didn't want to disappoint. With it having an ending after really enjoying it. Oh, okay, so it literally has an end to it, and so I know there's the sequel. After really enjoying it again, I guess that's why I haven't rebought for Steam. Okay, having a Switch, but can't stream Switch Lite. Can't dock. No capture card either. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one thing with the Switch Lite, is it's only good literally for handheld, and that's it. Which, if that's what you want, hey, that's there's nothing wrong with that. You beat both. Ori was a top tier game. Yeah, I remember starting Ori, and I probably made it about halfway through, but I just kind of lost interest, and then it's the type of game you don't want to like stop playing, because then you kind of forget where you're at, and it's hard for me to want to pick it back up and continue. So I know that's bad, but that just is what it is. Maybe someday I'll go back to it or I'll start over. It was fun though. Had its challenges. Oh, our music stopped. Nope. It didn't. Is it still going? No, it's still going. Okay. I need to keep my ear open for when it stops. YouTube will do that. But hey, are you still there listening? Yes, I'm here. Okay, just checking. Okay, got a thrill ride. Let's do another corkscrew, a short one. I always love building some of these small ones. Where do we want this one? We could do something like this over here. Ooh, it's like in the trees too. That's kind of cool. Okay. So the start is over here. We'll just put the exit over here so we have plenty of room. We'll test it. Doesn't need to have a long queue line. That is totally fine. Oh, let's actually put the exit. Okay, trees, really tired of you getting in the way. Go away. Okay. All right, let's have this come down this way. Okay, that works. Testing, this should be done. Let's open it. Good to go. All right, people should be happy. I don't think they're gonna wait in line long, but we'll put TVs there anyways. Okay. Man, we could just literally be spamming big coasters left and right. We've got so much cash. What are we getting now? We're 13,000. Man, we're growing quick. All right. What's something else big that we haven't built yet? We could do a classic stand-up. Ooh, that one's really big. It's like a dueling coaster here. It's got two sides of it. That's pretty cool. Which minor profit is a tough question and greatly depends on my mood. They're all kind of heavy in such short books. Yeah. No, you're right about them being heavy because, I mean, just the time frame and the time period of when they were written and the reason they're written, it's like, it is hard. It's not an easy topic, so I understand that. Okay, so there's a certain spot. Okay. That looks good. We should be able to go down and under, I believe. Oh, no worries, Canadian. No worries. Ori is an amazing game. Makes me sad, so I'm sad I'm so bad at games. Bronson had to help me and ended up just finishing the game for me. It does get pretty tough. It does get kind of tough near the end. I know I was in an area probably close to halfway through at least, and I was having a hard time just getting through that, so if I remember correctly. But it's been several years since I played it. I'm trying to think back to when I did play it, and it's probably been 4 or 5 years at least since I played it, I would imagine. Yeah. Can we actually go under there? We might not be able to. That has a lower section that might be in the way. We'll try. Nope. Okay, so we will be going this way. Can we go any lower? Yes. Okay, so that will get across. Let's see, can we just have this come out this direction? There we go. All right, that will connect that. Let's get this exit going. And you know what? Let's do something like that. There. Not the prettiest, but hey, it's functional. Peter quoted the book of Joel extensively, so I always recommend it if someone wants to start with a minor prophet, even though I'm a very cover-to-cover type gal. Yeah, and like that's what I'm doing right now. I started a Genesis and I'm working my way through because I kind of did that with the New Testament, and then I started back at the Old Testament, and so now I'm working my way through. I did skip Psalms though. I need to figure out a good. I feel like there's so many chapters, but I think I just need to just dig into it. I like Psalms, but there's just so many of them. But that's not a bad thing. Hosea hits hard, but it's a tougher read. Yeah, that's the one. That's one I just started. I just got into into Hosea. Yeah, it's not an easy book. It's a tough topic. Pathway. Okay, that's good enough. It's kind of sad, yeah. And, you know, I just finished reading Daniel. I kind of forgot how... Oops, we want to do... I forgot how much is, like, prophetic in that one. And, like, end time prophetic that the book of Daniel was at the end. And if I remember correctly, I always get, like, Isaiah and Ezekiel mixed up. And if I think... kind of has Ezekiel vibes a little bit to it for like the visions and everything that Ezekiel had. Okay, let's get these TV screens. All right, what are people thinking? Looks too intense. Oh, come on. It's only an intensity rating of 9.71, which is very high. We won't wait for a full load. That would take forever. Okay. It's a pretty intense coaster. Well, I didn't even like sit and watch it. I kind of want to. So it goes under the station there. I'm always impressed by the ones where they have a mirror image kind of coaster. And then, hey, that's a cool way to cross over. And actually keep it somewhat in sync with one another. It's pretty close. There's so much end times prophecy and prophecy of the Messiah in the Old Testament that just hits me when I read it. Yeah. I know there's some prophecy that's like hard to understand, but man, those ones, about the Messiah, it's like, man, I feel like so many of them are right there. It's like, how are you missing that? But that's more easily said because I'm sure there's plenty of things that we miss all the time. It's like, how come you don't know this? Well, we're human. Oh, got a few more things here. Oops. That I wanted to turn. Do we want to put something like this over here? Or is that too close to everything? I feel like that's a little bit too close. What if we put like that? Okay. We could read the whole Bible 100 times and still find something new on the 101st time. 101st? No, I'm just kidding. The book is alive for sure. Yeah, I know. There's always something unique or something different that the Holy Spirit wants to make known to you. There's always something different, and that's one of the pretty cool things about it. That yeah, no matter how many times you read it, or like you're listening to a sermon or something that from someone, there's always some sort of new little nugget, new little piece of information or whatever that is there to stand out to grab your attention. Book is alive for sure. Yeah. I agree. Okay. Welcome back, Mountie. I expect that you came back with snacks. No. What did he bring us? No, that would be pretty cool if you could if you could just share digitally with it. It's like, oh, I got some of this here. Just try it. Here you go. It's 1:15 a.m. and this guy is criticizing my grammar. Hey, it's not 1:15 here, so it's only 10:15. I can criticize grammar until till midnight. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I can criticize grammar anytime. No snacks. I ate those before I jumped on. I'm not sharing my snacks. Fine. Keep all your Tim Hortons and your Dunkin' Donuts. I don't need any of that. Keep all that to yourself. I didn't want any anyways. I didn't want it. I don't like it. Just stop it. Shut up. I don't want any. Okay, I'm done. No. Wendy's. Oh man, Wendy's. Wendy's is good. Man, Wendy's or Taco Bell. Those are good. Man, why did I bring up snacks? Such a bad idea this late at night. Can we go down there? No. We can only. Well, this will be really short. That'll be a really short. This will be pretty popular though. That'll be a pretty short queue line. Criticizing grammar are not good. Say Book of Gaming. Frosty is good. Yeah, Frosty. Man. I feel like they're not quite the same as they used to be, but yeah, Frosties are... I feel like they're fairly underrated. I kind of forget that they're there. I don't really think about getting Frosties. It's not really on my it's not usually on my bingo card. Canadian Mountie, more like Canadian Gatekeeper. Oh, you gotta use your emotes. Boom, got him. Zing. Man, Connor's getting feisty. Connor's getting feisty tonight. Must be all the late night adrenaline from hiccuping or something. Okay. Oh yeah, I wanted to have a pathway come down to this point. What is the consequences if there were no restrooms in the game? No food, no safety things, unfinished ride. Okay. I'll go one by one. If you have no restrooms, eventually they will leave your park because you don't have a restroom. So, loss of guests in your park. Not a good idea. And honestly, most of the other things fall in that category as well. No food, they get hungry. You don't have food, they complain, they leave. No safety things. Safety things, I feel like you have to, maybe you can expand on that thought a little bit. What do you mean by no safety things? You mean unfinished rides? I mean, there's certain rides that I guess you technically could do unfinished coasters, but they would only be certain kinds. You can't, I don't think you can open certain ones if you don't have a closed loop, unless it's a powered launch. And that sort of thing, yeah, you could do that. You could have a dinghy slide that they could launch off of that. You could have the bobsled coaster where they could launch off that going up a hill. And as soon as the train leaves the ground, it flies, and then it lands into a fiery explosion, and people don't really like that for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Let's see. The closest I've been to Canada is New York side of Niagara Falls, and I'll never forget the FOMO of seeing how much more fun the Canada side was looking. The hiccups are finally subsiding. Hey, there you go. They did have me frantically looking up tips how to get rid of them. Were they that bad? Wow. Usually they don't last that long for me, so, but I guess everyone's a little bit different. Personal cannon or launching, no pad thing to land in. There's no cannon rides in this game, unfortunately, so yeah, I can't do that in the game. But that would be kind of cool if they had some sort of water slide launch thing, and then they could land in a lake or a pool or something like that. That would be kind of cool. But no said patron launching cannons. Maybe they'll come out with that. That would be interesting. I did enjoy the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. I only lived in Canada 2 months. Hmm. That's right. You didn't live there all that long. Have you gone back to visit Canada? Do you guys ever do that as a family or anything like that? Or so then I'm guessing of how you got into the States. Did you get in as a kid with your like birth certificate or something? I feel like back in the day that's what it probably was. I would imagine then. Where are you from then? Oh, you were born in British Columbia, so you were pretty close to where I grew up. I was just a little south of you. In the Seattle area. Man, Canadian and I could have actually known each other as kids. Who knew? Then he had to move to other parts of the country. What a shame. Okay. We just drove back. Okay. Let's see, I'm too afraid of roller coasters. I've heard of these, but I don't recall where I've seen them. There are water slides where you step in and the floor drops. Too nervous for those too. Yeah, I've seen videos of those. Those are pretty wild. I don't know if I'd be able to do those either. But I'm not usually too scared of roller coasters unless they're like crazy over the top. My parents didn't fill. Yeah, they didn't fill out the proper paperwork when they moved back to the U.S. So technically, I was. Yeah, but how did you get across the border when your parents moved back? Because like, they have to kind of show your papers when you go across the border. Were you young enough they didn't have to check, or did you have to have like a birth certificate? Hydrate. Thank you. Just drove across the border. No one really asked questions. Okay, I guess that was early enough when people didn't care. Makes sense. All right, what are we doing? What do we want to make? We've done all the cool stuff. I'm not doing that. We could do a car ride, but eh. Yeah, we did the stand-up coaster. We could do the spinning wild mouse coaster. Actually, did we do... I could do this one. Tried one of those water slides in 2022. I've never in my life felt fear like that before or since. Yeah, that's got to be like pretty crazy because, you know, you get in that tube and then you're just there waiting for it to happen. And you're kind of at the mercy of the operator. Oops. Ooh, do we utilize this space? We can do that. Maybe we do that. Okay, we need to get... Somehow we need to get this out of here. Chill, the chain lift hill. Cars. Okay, test. Okay, so I need to get... Let's do the exit first, because that's the easiest part. Alright, so we kind of need to go... Oh, I think the music's stopped now. Nope, that's really quiet moments. Alright, so we need to probably just go up and over. Something like that. Not the prettiest look, but hey, it works. They had your birth certificate, so they knew I was theirs. We didn't go back to Canada except for Niagara Falls, and nobody really cared to ask. Oh, that's nice. It's all touristy there anyways, right? Even when we had an intruder on our property last year, I still wasn't as scared as the water slide. That's not good. I would be more scared of the intruder than a water slide, but maybe, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I would be kind of like how you were feeling. I don't know. Used to love drop towers, and I'd seek out the tallest ones I could get to. Now you couldn't pay me to get on one. I generally don't like those, but I know I rode on the Tower of Terror at Disneyland California Adventure, and I like that one. That was a pretty good ride. Let me get this aimed down again a little bit. I enjoyed that one. But yeah, I don't really like the other ones. Okay, Mr. Pickles, you try one of those water slides, let me know. Yeah, I didn't say I wouldn't be scared of it. I was just saying I probably wouldn't be as scared as an intruder coming on my property. Tower of Terror was super fun. Yeah. Mrs. Pickles, you couldn't pay her to get on that one. But she always had a bad experience with it. They always put her in the front row. And she hated that. So, I kind of wonder if she could go back and try it again while being on somewhere in the back or the middle. Because that's what I did. I was always in the middle or the back. And they kind of like just assign you a place to sit or whatever. So it's not like you pick. Generally, I don't think. I don't know. You could probably always be like, hey, I want to be more in the back. You could probably request it and they'll probably help you out. But well, we're armed and they were running away. So it wasn't that bad, but the water slide was horrible. Yeah, it's always good to be packing. Gotta stay safe. Especially because you guys are out there a little bit. So it's good to be prepared. Alright. You know what? Since we've already completed the scenario, I'm gonna go crazy getting the marketing. We're gonna do lots of marketing. See how many people we can get in the park. When I was on the Tower of Terror, my seatbelt was jammed. It was way too big for me, but I couldn't tighten it, so I went airborne for every drop. Yeah, I always kind of was a little bit, because I didn't always have it like the tightest, because I didn't want to like hurt myself. But yeah, it was kind of fun being able to kind of free float just a little bit on all those drops. Canadian will be right back again. Hey, you know what? You did that once. Everyone has one be right back during the stream. And no, you can't. You need to come back. I'm sorry. Canadian, you can't leave. You only had one one be right back voucher for this stream, and you used it. And you know, it's not my fault. So, gonna need you to come back. Thanks. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Except for Mountie. Everyone else has unlimited be right back vouchers. Fine, I'm out of here. I'm bad on roller coasters. I'll hold my legs up a little so the bar isn't fully tightened and I'll catch a bit of air. Ooh, you rebel, you, Connor. I knew you had that little bit of dark side inside you. No. Got that little rebel. How could you? I need a voucher. Yeah. But you can buy more vouchers if you buy fuzzy pickle tokens. They're only $9.95 each. I have a baby, so my BRBs are unspoken and unaccepted. Okay, I guess you have a good enough of an excuse. Actually, you know what? Let's put this in a different spot. Maybe we put this like that. Oh, look at that. Man, there goes Book showing off, looking at how much money he is. He's like, "Hey, look at me. I've got all this money. I can do whatever I want." Actually, you know what? Let's come out a little further. One tile more. Oh, man. Can we... go like that? There. Good enough. That's true, yeah. If you sub, you get an extra voucher. She started falling back asleep on her own. Oh, very nice. But it's kind of making me sad. A book of fast stacks. That wasn't me saying that. That wasn't me. So is Anna starting to sleep on her own now? Is that what you're saying? Or at least sleeping more often? Staying asleep? All the things that you wanted? Alright, we're gonna get go-karts. Ooh, that's pretty big. So we could do one of these, but unfortunately, oh, there's actually a couple spots. I was gonna say, there's this coaster is hard to build because it has a pretty low support limit. So we might just have to build it wherever we can, honestly. Yeah, which is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. No problems at all. Okay, we'll test that one. Does the BRB mean you, as the streamer, have to stay live till the person returns? That way, the person returns to have the streamer to watch still. Thankfully, no, because yeah, I've lurked and BRB'd and come to find out the person was done and raiding out to somebody else. It's like, oh, okay, well, now we're watching this. Because then, if you're the viewer, you could hold the whole stream hostage, technically, right? Okay, so we can get across and do something else up here. Let's go to blue. Oh, I can't go down. Can I go down there? Okay, we can do that. We can do that. I was hoping you would say, yeah. That would be a BRB in it. I could say BRB in 24 hours. Supersonic is gonna be BRB. I guess we gotta hang out here all night long and all day tomorrow. No breaks, no nothing. What a shame. That would be something. Like, hey, you can't stop. I didn't come back yet. Who do you think you are, streamer man? You just get up and just finish your stream and go on with your life like a normal human being. You don't have a life. You live in my computer. It's like the teachers at school. You never see them outside of school. She's been pushing you away, finding a comfy spot and going to sleep. She won't always be like that. She still doesn't always sleep when I want her to, or stay asleep all the time, but she needs me less. As much as I wanted this, it's kind of hard. I used to be here everything all the time, and now I'm just here when she needs me. Yeah, that's hard. And as much as it seems like she doesn't need you or only wants you certain times, I mean, she still does need you a lot. Oh, Supersonic, this is her baby. This is her little girl. A little less than a year old still, I think, right? I think she's hasn't quite had her first birthday, if I remember correctly. Alright, we couldn't meet up to this. What if we came... There we go. Hey, we're connected now. Look at that. It's nice to have more sections like this where it's kind of connected so people can still walk around. We could do a little food court over here. Maybe that would be a good use of some space or something. I haven't really got any more food. Oh, we got a lemonade stand. Dogs also don't need me anymore after training. They just go do their kennels when they're ready for bed and don't ask for cuddles anymore. Aw. Yeah, our kind of depends. Our cats can be like that. We try to we want them to come and cuddle at night or whatever, and they'll just be like, I kind of want to do my own thing. Just let me be. It's like, okay, fine, if you say so. Oh, we could do a different texture. And then I could do a wall. Do something kind of like that. Okay, come on. Come on, trees. Oh, I didn't put one there. Trees, stop. Okay. There we go. Popcorn. All right. That way that's kind of like lines going to it. That's kind of different. I need a new pet or baby or something now. Oh, I'm sorry, Connor. I know Chetty will come in. So Cheddar, he loves. He's a kind of cat that likes doing biscuits or whatever, you know, kneading with his paws, and he almost only does it exclusively on like a certain soft material, and we've noticed. And he really likes like fleece blankets and things to do that on, and we have one of those on our bed, and so he will love to come up to see us for that. But he's kind of also a strange cat that he'll kind of do that, and if he hears something outside the room, we have no idea what it is. Might not even be in the house. And he'll just like look, and then he'll just take off. He doesn't know how to just like lay down and relax on the bed when we're trying to go to sleep. He'll jump up in the middle of the night and yell and meow at me and wake me up. Do the biscuit thing. Maybe lay down for like a minute or two, and then he'll get up and leave. He's very thoughtful. Alright, what else can we do? We have the motion simulator. We can find a spot. We haven't done anything down here for a little bit. Let's look through these darn trees to find another spot. Could do something down in here. And let's do Thrill Riders because it's more exciting. And we'll do a green queue line. That's what we'll do. I want a cat so bad, but I'm scared my dogs will attack it. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. I'm bummed that you guys feel like you can't do that. Okay, I'm back. I used 2 out of 3 BRBs. Hey, we right after we left, we all agreed that everyone gets just 1 BRB for the stream. So unless you're subbed, so you are already over your daily allotment. Sorry, I don't really make up the rules. Actually, I do, but we're not going to say that. So, no. Is this BRB inflation? In a way, I guess. Yeah, sure. If that helps. If that helps, then yes. When I was a kid, you got 10 BRBs. What? You got 10? Is that like something at school you're talking about? It's like bathroom passes? We also don't have a good spot for a litter box unless you let them outside or the toilet train the cat. Now we're down to 1? Nah. Just making up. Hey, you could have played that off pretty smooth there and I wouldn't have even known. Would have been none the wiser. Is there any other queue line that I have not put TVs on? I think we're all good. Yeah. Okay, that's done. What else are we researching? We're just kind of hanging out. We've already done all the stuff we need to do. So, man, I wish that the research could go a little faster. At this point, like, you have all the money you need. I wish I could, like, pay $1,000 a month to just, like, crank out these researched projects. Your cats go outside usually, right? Yeah. Yeah, we have a fenced-off backyard so they can go outside. Cheddar, the younger one, he loves being outside. He'll just go out and find a little spot and curl up and sleep outside sometimes. But he does really enjoy... He really enjoys that. Merlin, it depends. He's more of a fair weather cat. So if it's a little too cold, he won't like it as much, and he won't stay outside very long. So, yep, that's the two of them. Only Cheddar's gotten a little bit bigger. He's still kind of small, but compared to his brother, but he has gotten a bit bigger. All right, you think 30? 30 is enough? Oh, we only have... Let's have 12 mechanics. And entertainers, let's have 30 entertainers as well. All right. Oof, too many open windows. Too many other little windows pulling different areas of the park in view. Just see the frames just tank. Botan won't go out when it's cold or rainy unless you put her jacket on her. Aw. I've got an interview on Thursday for a job. Hey, okay. Oh, that's right. That's the one you were talking about on your stream. Not sure if it's full-time or part-time gig, but I'll be talking to the hiring manager. That is exciting. Is it similar to what you're doing right now? Is it something you don't have to go into great detail? You talked about you being teaching web development, if I remember correctly. Is it something in that realm, or is it something different? The dev job. Ah, okay. Well, exciting. That's right, because your main concern was kind of the schedule. What your schedule would be like with that job. Is that what I remember you talking about? Well, I'll be praying for you. I'm not sure if I want the job or even if it's a full-time with good pay. The stream has really come a long ways, and it's helped me grow in my faith. That's awesome. I know. I feel a lot of the same way, because it was like the stream was good, and then I started doing devotions, and then I started getting to know more Christian streamers and networking and getting to know you guys more, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been great. So yeah. Park with the best roller coasters. What about a park with the best toilets? That's a pretty funny award that you can get, actually. See, there's one there. We could add some more bathrooms around. We've only got 5. Let's do a few more, because people are probably like, hey, I need to use the bathroom, blah, 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 blah. So, and yeah, they do sound like that. Let's see. What are your thoughts? What do you mean? On your job? On streaming? Sorry. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. Mr. Briggles, your streams have come so far. It's only up from here, and my family is so glad to be able to see it. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. You guys were such a good and strong support early on, and I really appreciate that too. So, because, man, I would probably still be. I mean, I was doing some networking, but man, I would probably be several months behind in followers and all that, and getting to where I am, and all sorts of stuff if it wasn't for you guys. So I definitely appreciate your guys' support and your encouragement too. So thank you so much. Sorry, what are your thoughts on pursuing streaming as a second part-time gig versus having a full-time job? Man, that is a hard one. Oh man, we just started an ad. All right, I'll wait. I'll gather my thoughts during the ad. Back at you. Well, thank you guys. I know I'm hoping that you guys are able to get to a point where you guys can come back and stream a little bit more, but I know that you've got important things going on and everything, so I don't want to push you in a direction that's not beneficial to you guys as a family. So okay. Could put lemonade over here somewhere. We only have one of those. Let's see. If I have that can work there. Yeah. Yeah. And then over here, I don't think we have. No, we don't. Okay, we have a spot. Right. Oops. Right there. We got 3. All right. Cool. Running out of cash. Sick. Not hungry. Let me pause it. Running out of cash. Sick. Hungry. Already got a map. Park is really clean and tidy. It's too crowded here. Okay, we could probably build some more pathways. I need to go to the bathroom. That's actually not as high as I thought it would be with how many people are here. The coaster was great. That was great. Want to go home. That was great. Hungry. That was great. Great. Good value. Well, things are going to stay a good value because you guys are running out of cash. Okay. Trying to think, where else can we kind of have pathways? We could have a pathway go out and around back here and connect up to this. Back already. Okay. How are you back already, Canadian? It says there's like a minute of ads still. That is so weird. I have a 3-minute block. So I do ads. I do 3 minutes of ads an hour so that pre-roll ads are turned off. Yeah, I ran through the ads as fast as I can. I hit the fast forward button. You might have to share your secret on that one. Yeah, sped right through them. And because we talked about this on your stream a little bit. I just grouped them all to happen once an hour just so it's not a lot of interruptions. And generally what I've heard is people like to have limited interruptions. I don't know. It's hit or miss a little bit. So, but yeah, so I just have ads once an hour for 3 minutes, and that can be sometimes that's a time where I can take a short little break anyways to get some more water or use the bathroom, grab a snack, and other people can do that too. So, but back to your question about going second part-time gig. I don't know. Because I know you're doing like 2 streams a day and all that. I think one of the big things though with having a full-time job, and maybe some part-time jobs can do that too, are the benefits. So if you need like health insurance and all that kind of stuff, will a part-time job offer that? Because that can be a pretty big expense. So that's something to kind of take in account. I don't know. I mean, part of me wishes I could do something kind of like that too, because it's fun doing this and I enjoy it and the community is great. But then I'll have days where I just can't do anything. And it's just slow. It's like, okay, kind of glad I'm not just streaming because I could not make it. Let's see. Connor says, I'd like to stream more, but I don't want to do it alone. And Bronson has his priorities or whatever, and he's been happier working out and sleeping more, so that's good. I miss streaming more often though. Yeah, I don't know, Connor. I think that it would be kind of cool if you did like 1 stream a week just to try it out and see how that goes. That would be really cool. I bet more people would be interested in your streams more than you probably think. So, I mean, if you're thinking about it, I would encourage you to at least try it. It's worth a shot. I mean, you can try it once or twice and see if it works for you. I know it's probably scary. But I mean, Bronson can help kind of set things up for you and get you kind of a task list and what you need to do to get things up and running. And if you have questions, you know, there's multiple people that would love to help you out, including myself, to try to get the stream going if there's an issue. And I know that like we're both using Rumble Studio, so there's, you know, we're doing some similar things already. So I don't know. Whatever your thoughts are, whatever you think. Let's see. I ran through the blah, 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 blah. Financially, the full-time job is way better. Yeah. I'd love to catch your stream if you ever do it. Oh, talking to Connor. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. I feel like, Connor, you've done little parts of streams by yourself when Bronson had to step away, and I feel like you did really well. Or like that one in the evening you did where you went through that video. I bet you could do some pretty fun stuff. The one time I streamed alone, you were the only friend who showed up for a bit, and then I got motion sick from my game that I really wanted to play, and I ended early. Yeah. And that's the thing, like, you just gotta kind of find your niche with that. And because I know you guys usually do a lot of like just chatting stuff. And I mean, because you had a video, or if you have like some sort of topic or article thing or whatever that you want to talk through, have those kind of lined up. But yeah, it's definitely different doing it by yourself. And maybe for me it's a bit different because I've only done it pretty much, except for the few streams with Mrs. Pickles that I've done it by myself, outside of any collabs as well. But yeah, otherwise I've just been doing it myself the whole time, so I'm just used to it. I totally get that. I got motion sickness during a couple of my streams. It's no fun. Yeah, that's such a bummer. I wish there's something that you could do to help combat that. You're the real one. When you did come through on a stream and told Bronson, "That's my friend," from Mr. Pickles community. Yeah, Canadian's awesome. I'm so glad I was able to find him. It's so funny. It's like all these different people. It's like, how did I not find you sooner? How did we not find each other? But no, it's good. All right. Got a lot of stuff over here. A lot of room over here. Back here would be good too, because we have a pathway here. But I mean, Connor, maybe there's some other gals, that Christian streamer gals that do stuff during the day that you can kind of partner with a little bit. Maybe there's some that do different day streams or evening streams, whenever. But I know it also depends on what you can do around when Honest is awake or sleeping or whatever. So that does, I'm sure that kind of will kind of determine what you're doing. Lay down roller coaster. All right, something new. Let's do something cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty big. That's big too. That's around 11,000. I want to get something big. Ooh. Well, I don't want anything that's too intense. That's huge. It's like a double. It's like they like chase each other. Maybe we stick with this one. can do something in this corner. That'll leave some room back here if we still do something else. So, I don't know. I mean, maybe is Connor, is there something that interests you that you want to, that you would want to have your stream kind of based around, or, I don't know. It really, really depends on, the interest you have and your taste or your focus. Ah, right on the level. Didn't even have to change elevation. How neat is that? Okay, so that's that. Actually, you know, let's do one more. There. It's a pretty long coaster. It's still going. Okay, first one back. Let's get the rating in, and let's open it. Let's get, oop, not that one. But yeah, I mean, it is kind of hard sometimes when you're streaming by yourself, because you just kind of have to talk to yourself somewhat, and that's not always the easiest thing to do. And until people come in and want to chat, and sometimes I'm just not feeling it, and so I'm just kind of quiet myself, and that doesn't help. So I'll work it back into the schedule. Hopefully Bronson can quit his day job soon and do martial arts full time. Then I can maybe do stuff other than nursery rhymes, baby sensory games, and cooking baby meals all day. Yeah. How close is he to quitting his daytime job? I know he's been talking about that for a while, and I know he's had some different things get lined up. How's the martial arts stuff been going? Has he been getting more of that going? How's that going? I haven't really heard much lately. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm not sure what to stream about. I'm not that good at most games, and I get tired of playing after a while. Yeah. Maybe, I mean, if there's something like really casual that you can play, something that's not too in depth that you can just kind of passively play it and chat at the same time. Maybe, I don't know. I know everyone's a little different. Because I mean, like if Mrs. Pickles streamed, she could probably play like Fallout 4, or she could do one of her computer games, because she can just get zoned in and play one of those for several hours. So, but yeah, everyone's a little different in what tastes they have and what they can do, because it depends on that for me. Sometimes I'm like, all right, I played for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm kind of done. But then other times, like tonight, we're at about 2.5 hours, I'm still doing pretty good. But honestly, having you guys here to talk to really helps with that. If you guys weren't here chatting, I probably would be getting pretty tired. But to be honest, I feel like girls have a much easier time on Twitch. People are more interested in watching women stream, so you kind of have that leg up already. I think he needs 1 or 2 more gigs to make it work. He's been talking to another potential client for a bit, so maybe soon. Hey, that's good. Awesome. It does make me nervous, though, since I still can't really help with the bills yet. Yeah, and that's hard. But honestly, I mean, you kind of are, because, you know, being a stay-at-home mom, that is a lot of time and effort. And here, let's make sure these are set apart a little bit. say like 20 seconds. Because I mean, if you had like daycare for Honest instead, and then you went to work, you'd have to work like a certain amount just to pay for the daycare, and then whatever you get on top of that would be extra. So I mean, and then you wouldn't be around in her life as much and everything. So it's important what you're doing. You'd think, but everyone knows Sully Switch as the Bronson Show, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe some people do. I don't know. I always think it's the two of you guys. So, but that's just me. I see it more of the co-op stream between the two of you. But I wish I could be there for more of them when they occur, but I feel like, I don't know why, it's the strangest thing that whenever you guys go live, I feel like there's always something that pops up that takes me away, or I'm doing something with dinner or whatever, and I don't get to really be at your streams all that much, and it bums me out. What do we want to put here? What do we got? Something besides a coaster. We can always do more of other things. What are we doing? More roller coasters. Okay, let's not do roller coasters for a little bit. I wish when you selected these little checkboxes, it would like evenly go through them, but it almost seems like it focuses more on like one kind for that. We got the looping coaster. You can do some shuttle loop launches. Shuttle loops are pretty fun, but we always do that. Ooh, that's interesting. I know I've done that one. Pretty sure I've done both of those ones. Ooh, that's big. Wait. Ride length 41. That one just looks so much bigger than this one. But this one's probably just stretching out. It's not on top of itself. Silver twists. What I made at my last job wouldn't have even covered daycare in our area, which is partly why I quit working. Yeah, that makes sense. But his job also went downhill at the same time, thanks to a coworker and a former friend of his. It will all work out eventually in God's timing, though. Yeah, I mean, you guys are putting in so much time and effort into that. You know, I'm sure the payoff will be pretty soon. Yeah, you guys have been working real hard. We'll definitely be keeping you in our prayers still. It's nice to hear updates though, how things are going and all that. I know it's not easy. Oh, 188,000. But who's this guy? The thing is huge. But yeah. Hey, Cinnabune, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Thanks for being here. But I mean, do you guys I think the fact, Connor, that you know you're staying home and taking care of Honest and being there, that's more important than, you know, having a job. You know, being there for your family and being there for those early years for your kids. I mean, you're not going to get that back. And you're talking already about missing, you know, what you've been experiencing with her and that she's growing up already. I mean, how much faster would that have gone by if you weren't there. So. And Canadian, yeah, you've got kids too, so I'm sure. I mean, I'm only saying this out of a third-person view of these things, but I can only imagine what it's like. Okay. Coming in hot. Test results are coming in. After the next train comes in, there we go. Very high. Well, that's okay. They'll have a good time. Just want to make sure these coasters aren't waiting for a full load, because they'll be, This is the thing, we don't have the ATM. So true. With faith and prayers, we will all make it through, and I know you guys haven't had the easiest times either, and you're always in my prayers. Oh, thank you, Connor. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's not easy, but you know what? You just gotta live with the cards that you've been dealt and trust in God for all the rest. So I appreciate that. Yeah, we're making progress. Yeah, things are in motion, and so just pray that things keep going in that direction, and it's just going to take time, but that's okay. That's just what it's going to be. So what is the wait time on here? Minimum. Let's go a little faster. Oops. As soon as I get in, go. As soon as they get in, go. So many trains just backed up. Okay. I was gonna say, it looks really plain. We had all the trees hidden. Alright. Alright, what is going on? Inverted roller coaster. We're getting river rafts. Alright. It's something. Maybe not more water rides. I was hoping to get the dinghy slide. Usually that's one of the ones you get kind of earlier on. Inverted roller coaster. Could do that one. Did the twisting, did that, did that. Did that. Did that. Have that, have that, have that. That one, that one. Yeah, this is the only one we haven't done yet. The Dangle Feet. That's a funny name. That's great. Whoa. .9 intensity rating. Oh my gosh, no one would ride that one. Man, all these ones are just like, I almost need to like do something smaller just because it's just too intense. People won't ride it. Could do something like that. I can test this. Increase the speed of the chain lift. And while we wait, let's get rid of all the pathways. Oh, that's right. I need to move the shoot entrance to that side. All right, trees. Don't need to see ya. Don't need abstract. Doesn't really fit. Okay. Where's the nearest pathway we can connect to? Do we need to just come off of that somehow? Probably can't get under that, so we need to go all the way around. Ooh, can we fit through here? We can. Okay. That is connected. Nice. Oh my gosh, we got a joke 65 raid on Rumble. Hey guys, welcome, welcome in. And Bob is back. Look at that. Bob, you missed the push-ups. I forgot about them. Someone else redeemed some more. And we did all 30 without you, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Welcome on in, guys. Thank you for the raid. Sorry if the raid came through earlier and I didn't say anything. I don't have any good notification for when raids come in, but thank you so much for the raid. How's it going, Joke 65? What were you up to tonight? What was going on? What were you streaming? I'm Fuzzy Pickles, Christian Variety streamer, and we're playing Rollercoaster Tycoon because it is Tuesday after all. Perfect day to play Rollercoaster Tycoon. So we've already finished the scenario, but we are working through just having fun. It was we finished it pretty early, so we're just filling out the park and building some fun stuff. Welcome on in, guys. Hope you are doing well. Let's get this the queue line for this guy connected up. Let's see, Bob said, well, okay, I'm awake now. Thunderstorm is here. Thunderstorm? Those are pretty exciting. You're not going to lose power, are you? I guess if you do, then you won't be responding, right? Thunderstorm is here. Oh, great. You can hang out. And then just radio silence. Well, hopefully it doesn't last too long so you can get the rest you need. I'm sure you're going to be tired for tomorrow if you're not able to get some rest. But nevertheless, it's nice to have you back. Right. uh... But yeah, Joke 65. Hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from you, but curious what you were up to tonight. Man, it actually says that there's, yeah, within Rumble, on the chats it says that you've rated, but that doesn't come through actually in chat when I have it combined here. That is very strange. Oh well, that's pretty strange. What time do you normally get up, Bob? What time do you get up for work usually? Hopefully you're not too far off from when you would be getting up, maybe. Hopefully you got at least a good amount of sleep. Earlier you mentioned an add-on making the scenario goal easier. Do you have Ride Price Manager? I think that's what it's called. I added it a long time ago, so I don't remember exactly what it's called, but yeah, it's something like that. It just manages the ticket price for my rides, and just the rides. It doesn't do that for it does not do that for my shops and stalls, so which I don't mind doing that. I wish there was an easy way though to turn it off, because certain scenarios it makes it difficult. That's the old one. The new one is Price Manager, includes more stuff. Okay, good to know. I will have to look that up. If you have a link to that, feel free to send me a DM if you want, Father Time, and I'll take a look at that and see if we can get that implemented. Appreciate you sharing that. All right, let's get. We got the balloons finally. Oops, guys, we got the balloons. Game over. Yeah, we can spam balloons. All right, we're gonna make them really cheap. How long has the other Price Manager been out for? Is that I don't endorse anything Open RCT2. I'm all about RCT1. What? Have you not used Open RCT2? It's awesome. Canadian Mountie, I got to go to bed. Have a great night. Well, thank you, Canadian Mountie. Thanks for hanging out as long as you did. I know it's definitely late over there. My goodness, it's almost 2:30. You are quite the night owl tonight. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out. God bless you. Get some great rest, and hope to see you again in one of your streams soon. Gotta keep those beavers busy, right? But take care, get some good rest, and yeah, God bless you and Google and your family. It's fun hanging out. It definitely was. Let's see. Father Time says a little bit for multiplayer. Okay, so you like it for multiplayer, and to see what it could do and test things sometimes. So what do you not like about OpenRCT2? Does it not feel original anymore? Do you like the original feel of the game? Is it just too different for you. I've never, out of the people that have used it, I haven't heard of anybody that doesn't like it. So I'm just curious. First Crime, it's based on RCT2. What's so wrong about that? I grew up playing the first game, and what's nice though about OpenRCT2 is you can have the first game saved on your computer, installed, and it can pull all those scenarios in, and you can still play them. So I mean that's how I think this is a game 1 scenario, and we're playing it within OpenRCT2, having a good time. And it locks out any assets and things like that. So like the ATM is a second game item, unless you use cheats. But like I don't have things like that. I'm not using cheats. Let's put one of those there. Okay. Thank you for the lurk there. Good to have you. We're getting as many balloon stands going as possible so people can get their hands on some balloons. That'd be kind of cool if they could have more than one balloon in their hand. That would be kind of cool. Never thought about that until now. Kind of running out of space. I think that's about it. Well, we can do some over here. On this edge over here. We have one there. What if we do it up here somewhere? Need to do a bathroom up here anyways. Like that. Let's get a toilet up here. I like to have someone I'm following. I like to have them up on my my phone while I'm streaming. Everyone is everyone's logging off. There's not too many still live. Okay, there's that. We'll just do something simple. Just food and drink. Okay. Alright, we might just want to wrap. We've been playing this for right about 3 hours on the dot, so it's probably good if we try and wrap this up. So why don't we... Oops. Try to find a good spot. Yeah. Try to find a spot for a... picture, a thumbnail. Maybe? Okay, screenshot. Looks pretty good. All right. Yeah, I think this is long enough. We've been doing pretty good. We got, man, tons of cash. Been building a lot. Park value is through the roof here. weekly profits. Really, they've been pretty, except for when we've built something big, they've been pretty flat. I mean, it's going up a little bit. We were around 1,500 to 2,500, and now we're up to 3,000, almost 3,500. Ride tickets, well, April is always kind of a low month because we get a bit more rain. So, okay. We still haven't researched everything as well. Man, oh man. Okay. Well, why don't we look for someone to raid to? Let's see who's here. It doesn't look like there's... I don't think anyone's over in Rumble Land there. Looks like everyone's gone home. So we'll let me refresh the page just to make sure. Yeah. So we'll just do a raid on Twitch, and let's find someone to raid out to here. We got, you know, we haven't raided a Tulids in a long time. She's over there playing Mega Man Star Force. Interesting. I don't think I've really watched that. Looks, from what it looks like, it kind of looks like that Battle Network game on the Game Boy Advance. So I'll send you over there. Please go over and say hello. And if you enjoy their stream, give them a follow. But we'll go ahead and get that started. Appreciate you guys coming and hanging out and being here. We had lots of awesome people here tonight, chatting and lurking and all the stuff. So I always appreciate you guys. It's always fun when the conversation is going. It makes streaming a lot of fun. So not that is required, but yeah. So tomorrow I will be streaming with Book. Probably the whole time. We'll do our devotion at the beginning, but then we'll jump in. We're gonna play some Donkey Kong Country together. We're gonna get on the Switch Online SNES app and play Rollercoaster Tycoon. Not Rollercoaster. We're gonna play Donkey Kong Country together and see how far we can get, and that will be a lot of fun. So hope you can join us. But yeah, so if you want to follow Book already, there's his link. But yeah, I'll send us off. Thank you again for being here. God bless you guys. We will see you tomorrow, and yeah, have a great rest of your night. Get some good rest, and yeah, take care. We'll see you over in the raid. See you guys.